It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, by Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, Murphy Builder Supply, and by O'Quinn & Associates Country Financial.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings restaurant in Jessup is now open for business, practicing social distancing, but still serving that great food that Damon's is famous for. Come inside or come through the drive-thru, but Damon's is open inside and welcomes back its customers. The menu's the same, the service is fast, and the food is fantastic, and the sauces remain the same, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. The number is the same, 588-WING, 588-9464. Damon's Restaurant on West Cherry Street in Jessup. Dining room now open for business. Come on in and enjoy a great meal today.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Most people understand the need for life insurance, but not many want to talk about why it's essential to your financial plan. It may seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Don't get overwhelmed. Get started with Country Financial. Call me, Sean O'Quinn, today at 588-1051 and let me work with you to find life insurance that gives you the protection you need at a price you can afford.
Life insurance policies issued by Country Life Insurance Company and Country Investors Life Assurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock here on this Monday morning, 4th day of October. And how you doing, Bob?
Doing good.
Doing good? Well, let's go ahead and get started. We have a guest in with us this morning in the studio. Who do we have, Bob?
Well, we continue to interview the candidates again, City Scriven and Jessup. Again, a reminder, today's the last day to register to vote if you want to be able to vote in these elections, which are set for November 2nd. Early voting gets underway a week from tomorrow. Tuesday, October the 12th is the early voting period. We've got a candidate in Scriven, seat 1. We had Brandon Harrison coming in last week. Today's opponent, Adam Pruitt's in the studio. Adam, how you doing today?
Good. How about you, Bob?
Doing good. Appreciate you coming in. You've been involved in a lot of stuff in Scriven. You were involved with the police department, the fire department. But what makes you want to run for city commissioner?
Well, the one thing, and it's like I've talked with a few folks over the last several weeks, is, since 2013, I've been blessed with the opportunity to get to know Scriven, to be in Scriven. And, at the point where I'm at in my life now, this is another way that I can continue to try to still keep working. And it's like I'll tell anybody, there's no place like Scriven. It is a world of its own. And it's been awesome to get to know everybody. It's been great to get to know the families. And I'm just hoping to continue that work that was started years ago.
As we mentioned, everybody assumes everybody knows everybody, but there's people that move in all the time. So tell us who Adam Pruitt is. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, for anybody that don't know, my name is Adam Pruitt. I started in 2013 with the police department part-time, and worked my way through that, done that for a few years, especially on the weekends and helping out, 4th of July's, anything of that nature. Anytime anything was going on, we'd go over and work. In 2018, I was blessed to be able to go full-time with, at the time, Chief Hargrove and Assistant Chief Donald Sloan. Worked with them guys for a few years, got to start working in the fire department and helping them guys out along and got to be able to experience different sides of public safety than what I was used to. Throughout the tenure of doing that, I was actually appointed as fire chief from the council. Got to do that for a little bit, and again, just continue the education of learning public safety in all aspects. And that is still part of it that's still very new to me, and I want to still, continue to learn and do. Back in 2020, obviously with the pandemic and everything shut down, we had to expand out even further and get into public works and all that good stuff. But really just all the knowledge over the years and working is what I'm trying to continue on.
Right now you don't work in Scriven, is that correct? You don't.
That's correct.
So where you work now?
Right now I'm with the Bacon County Sheriff's Office. I went over there in January and started, and that's where I'm currently at.
And what made you do that? Just a promotion, or?
It was. It was a little bit from a promotion coming in, and then back in, I want to say it was beginning of May, I was actually given the opportunity to take over and run the jail as the jail administrator. So that's a whole new side of law enforcement I never touched before. So it's been good, though.
And just join us, Adam Pruitt, candidate for Scriven City Council in seat 1. Again, as we mentioned, Brandon, everybody in Scriven votes for all these seats. There's 5 seats total, so
correct. Everybody
votes in Scriven. How many registered voters in Scriven? Have you any idea?
The last time I checked, it was 486 as of a couple, probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I know it's been more than that because, like I said, I've tried to help a few folks get registered and show them how to do it. But I think it takes like maybe 3 to 4 weeks for it to update in the system. So
the goal is to guarantee 250 votes you win, right?
I only get more. I only get more than that if I can.
Well, I'm just saying it's 400 to get 250 guaranteed to win. But I just wonder how we asked all these candidates how they're campaigning with the COVID. The COVID's kind of fortunately going down. The the school system sent the numbers today. No positive cases from teachers or students this past week. So. Are you getting out in person, or?
I am. I'm trying to do as much in-person stuff as I can. Obviously, you don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. You still got to be careful. And one of the things, it's like I told my wife, you get out right around Scriven enough of an afternoon or in the morning on a weekend, you're going to catch everybody outside at some point in time. And that's really what I've been trying to do, is not necessarily going up to your door, knocking on your door, But like I say, you'll catch people outside at the gas station, at the Family Dollar, and just taking a minute to speak, say hey, and try to make sure everybody knows that you are running. You assume in a small town that everybody knows, but they don't. So
if you get elected, what are some things you'd like to see done?
Well, there's a couple of things. One of the things that is very important to me, and I want to commend the guys that work for the Public Works Department. They do a really good job. There's most of the time definitely 2 of them full time. Then you might have a third one here and there. So the goal is to have as many guys there working as they can, and they stay running. I mean, from cutting grass to working on water lines to working at the sewer plant. I mean, it's a lot on them, especially for 2 people. One of the biggest issues that I've seen over the years, and especially in 2020, again, whenever the pandemic hit, everybody kind of had to shut down, was everybody had to step out and help every department. So I got to see firsthand, especially in that year, the old outdated water lines I heard everybody talking about all these years. But until one bust at 2 a.m. and you're down there replacing it, it looks a little different then. And one of the things I would really like to see, and I've hit on this before, is trying to go ahead and get ahead of having to repair the water lines, maybe see if there's a way to try to look at a schedule to try to do some preventative stuff so we don't have those shutdown times, and then you're having to call the guys at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, and then it's rush to go. You can come up with all the schedules in the world, but at the end of the day, things are going to happen, and you may be able to stick to it real good for a month or so, and then for a month or so you may not. But keeping that updated and trying to get ahead of that is very important to me.
Anything else you want to say? You look like I got some notes. You got any notes there? Or no?
No, sir. Just, I mean, the fact that, again, Scriven has become home, and it's been something that, my wife is from Scriven. Her name is Jayla Beecher. We've got kids that are starting in the school system. I've got 2 other bosses other than her at the house, and that's Rayleigh and Linda. Rayleigh's currently going to school in Scriven, and next year Linda's going to be following suit with her. So, it's just home, and that's that's where me and my family want to focus our work and our energy.
Okay, so when people in Scriven go to vote in seat 1 and it's Brandon Harris, why should they vote for Adam Pruitt?
Well, it's one thing, and again, kind of hitting back on just the years of working in the city. I've been blessed over my tenure, especially working there full time, to go to Tifton and go to the UGA campus, take classes, learning about municipalities, learning about stuff. One of probably the most challenging things I've had to do as far as the office side of it was every year you can write grants to get stuff in for the city. And I was tasked with it the first year. I didn't think I would ever get it done. And it took a lot of writing and backing up punting because something wasn't right or something, something I'd never done before. But through the education there, through the experience of doing it, I would like to continue to also go after, even if it's not the big state or federal grants, let's get what we can. And, every little bit helps. So, we were able to 1 year update our police department with new vests and body cameras, with the help of that grant. So it can help in fire, it can help in public safety, public works. It can help every department.
Okay. We appreciate you coming in. Wish you the best of luck. Again, early voting gets underway a week from tomorrow, and then the election's on Tuesday, November 2nd. So it'll be here before you know it. But appreciate you coming in. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Butch.
Take care, Adam. All right, we'll be back with more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment, right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
16 minutes after 8 o'clock, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. And what a showing by Georgia on Saturday over Arkansas.
The defense continues to shine. They've given up one touchdown all season long. So
they've scored 2 touchdowns and given up one.
I mean, they're just fun to watch. I mean, I was watching the game with some friends Saturday. You said, I like watching the defense more than I like watching the offense. I mean, they're just so quick and, athletic. I mean, they just fly around to the ball. They're just fun to watch. So, but Stetson Bennett did a good job.
Further treatment is no longer an option.
37-zip over Arkansas. So the collision course between Georgia and Alabama well on its way.
Okay, and what about Kentucky beating Florida? That was
great.
Shocking.
Wayne County's Trevin Wallace, big play of the game.
Trevin Wallace, freshman there this year, right?
Yeah, took freshman, off, and got that ball, blocked field goal, got the ball, went 76 yards in a cloud of dust, and they said, "Man, why aren't you replaying offense?" That's what I said all year. How can Kentucky?
He blocked the field goal.
No,
right?
he didn't block the field goal. Okay. Somebody else blocked the field goal.
Somebody else blocked it.
It came right in his hand.
Okay.
It popped right in his hand. He went 76 yards for the score.
And he just took off. We know how fast Trevin can run here in Jessup, Wayne County.
But he got the game ball, saw a picture with his dad and family down there in the locker room, just saw the press conference where they interviewed him, and he talked about how he played running back and quarterback and wide receiver and everything at Wayne County. So, they said, "Why aren't you playing offense?" He said, "Got to talk to coaches about that." But I think after they saw that film and saw, the only thing disappointing watching the game live, ESPN announcers didn't even mention who he was.
They didn't?
No, never gave him any props or anything. It's just horrible.
How do you not say who the person who scored the touchdown?
Good question, but they didn't, so they just choked. So just terrible
They're
broadcasting.
probably looking on their sheet saying, "Who is that guy?"
He plays a lot on defense. He doesn't start at linebacker. They rotate him in and out. He was in on the last series that Florida had the ball. So he's playing a lot. So for a freshman,
how he can run. So
just happy for the kid. Just like I said, first touchdown scored. I'm sure first of many if they get him on the offensive side of the ball. But Kentucky's playing well. Florida, they always seem to have Florida's number for some reason. Florida always, it's like us in Vanderbilt. You know, we always struggle against we don't lose as much. We have lost to Vanderbilt, but Kentucky every time just seems to have Florida's number. But
any other surprises from Saturday?
Well, Stanford beat Oregon. I can't believe Oregon only dropped a couple of spots in the polls. Cincinnati beat Notre Dame. Since I watched that game,
Cincinnati was actually ranked higher.
Cincinnati's got a good football team.
Yeah, they do.
I don't understand why they haven't moved up higher in the polls. But this week it's Iowa, Penn State. One's 4, one's 5, and they play each other. So that'll be fun. But I was surprised that Mississippi State beat Texas A&M. I was surprised.
That was a surprise.
Surprised Kentucky beat Florida. You know, surprised Tech got whipped by Pitt. I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, Tech's just up and down like a yo-yo.
Yeah.
They play. I mean, they go in and beat North Carolina, and then they turn around and lay an egg to Pitt. I don't understand that.
It's hard to understand. And then Georgia Southern with their interim coach wins big.
Yeah, they looked good.
Go Eagles.
Looks like somebody got somebody's attention. They started playing retro.
That coach said, "We ain't putting up with this anymore." He looks like a straight shooter.
But it was good. I can't believe Clemson's dropped out of the top 25.
Out of the top 25.
First time since 2014.
Did they not play this weekend?
They did. They beat Boston College 16-13. It was a close game.
Okay.
But Dabo, after the game, was talking about how his teams, you know, I don't know, he gave some big speech about how they're just being disrespected. So
they're being disrespected.
Yeah. Dabo's fired up, says, don't count them out.
Of course not. They got 4- and 5-star athletes on both sides of the
line.
There.
They better find a quarterback. That quarterback's awful.
Yeah, that quarterback. When he came on the scene last year, it looked like he was going to be a good replacement for Trevor, but he hasn't.
He's terrible.
Yeah, he is not. They got to find a quarterback.
I mean, I don't know why Dabo thinks he can lead them to victory, but he's very inaccurate. Just when I saw it, I'd be looking for another quarterback if I was Dabo.
Tell us once again about the game with Pierce County Friday
Pierce
night.
County game was a good ball game. I tell you, first of all, that synthetic field was unbelievable. $850,000 for the synthetic field.
The synthetic field at Pierce County.
Pierce County, it's gorgeous. I mean, it is nice. But
did you walk on it?
Oh yeah, it's nice.
I mean, is it hard?
No, it's like
that's not hard.
No,
okay.
It's nice. Very nice field. You know, they say they're going to renovate the entire stadium next, so they're going to tear everything down around and just build brand new press box, brand new bleachers, everything around it. But it was a good ball game. 28-21. Pierce scored late, but they got a call for offensive pass interference, so they nullified the tying touchdown.
Oh man!
The big question is who pulled the light switch because the lights went out, but all the lights in the press box and around the area stayed. But we were in the dark for about 20 minutes. Somebody pulled a breaker, I guess.
We've seen that happen before in college and in pro.
But Gunnar Stockton is an excellent quarterback. I mean, he's fun to watch. I mean, he runs over people, tough as nails.
Gunnar Stockton.
Got a great name.
That sounds
Gunnar.
like a quarterback name, man. Yeah. Can't wait till he's playing for Georgia.
First time Pierce lost for long. I mean, going back to 2016 at home. So I said the last time they lost was when Richard LeCount went in there at Liberty County and beat them. So, but it was a good ball game. I enjoyed it. Like I said, back and forth, tough, hard-nosed football. But at DJ Bell for Pierce County, he's back playing quarterback, running Wildcat. But when he throws the ball, he throws it right on the money. So I'm sure he's going somewhere big time. College football. He's only a junior. You know, he's named State Player of the Year last year as a sophomore.
Wow.
But he was missing for the first couple of ball games. But that Appin-Pierce game is going to be the
something
game.
Else,
that's the game to mark on your calendar.
When's that going to be? Do you know?
Late October, early November.
Sometime.
But this is, I think, might be the last game of the year. But it's going to be for the region championship. It's going to be at Pierce County. So the Appleton County whole football team and Coach Stelz over there scouting the game. So
were they?
It's going to be a war, that game. Appleton and Pierce should be fun.
Okay.
But Gunnar Stockton, I'm excited. I mean, he looks like the real deal. Georgia's got a good quarterback coming in Athens. So
okay.
Good
Sounds
ball
good.
game. But that's synthetic turf's the way to go. Gosh, that's beautiful. Unbelievable. I mean, that thing was gorgeous. They don't have to. I said, why'd y'all do that? Well, let's see. You don't have to water it. Don't have to mow it. Don't have to. We're saving all kinds of money.
In the long run.
We had a chance to get that, but we turned that down. And they gave the plans, $1.2 million synthetic field, brand new bleachers, renovate JC Stadium, put a 6-lane track in there. But we said, no, we're going to build a track at the high school. And so now we have no practice fields, and the track still.
No practice field that's a regulation 100 yards.
Track still looks like a bomb went off on it. I don't know. They say it's going to be done by the end of November, but I don't want to see it. But every time I drive by there, I don't see much going on. I mean, it just doesn't look good to me. But,
well, they'll have it done by track season. By the end of the year, it should be done.
Good luck.
Yeah, they should have it done by then. And see how we're going on. You got something there you want to talk about?
No, this is just, I got this. I got this out for tonight. That's the county agenda for tonight.
County agenda for tonight, okay.
Make sure I take it with me when I want to go watch the Appleton Arthur Williams game this afternoon. I was hoping it was at 4, which was originally scheduled for 4. Now they changed it to 5, so but I still want to go check it out.
Arthur Williams playing this afternoon?
Arthur Williams Middle School plays for the championship. They beat Bacon County on Saturday. Appleton County won their game, so it's Wayne and Appleton for the championship over in Appleton County.
And what sport is this?
Middle school girls softball.
Okay.
So hopefully they can get that title. I promised them if they win the championship, they can come on the Butch and Bob Show. We'll talk to all of them. So they're excited about that. But
well, good.
Coach Jason Osteen doing a good job of that team. They're 12-1 after Saturday's win. They got a lot of talent. Morgan Boatwright. You heard her interview. She wanted to give us ask her what her best pitch was. She didn't tell us.
Yeah, she wanted to keep it a secret. That's sacred right there. I can tell no one.
But she did good. So they got a lot of talent on that team. So got my fingers crossed they can win that championship this afternoon over in Baxley.
When does the Wayne County High School girls play again?
They play today in New Hampstead, doubleheader, closes out the regular season.
Oh, today's closes out the regular season, huh? Yeah. Okay.
They don't have any more home games.
Okay. That is it.
And the volleyball team has their senior night tomorrow night, so they close that.
So they have games tomorrow night and senior night for the volleyball. Okay.
And homecoming week. Parade Thursday.
Homecoming. Yeah, somebody texted, why isn't there a homecoming dance? Well, you know.
I don't know. I heard that over the weekend. The dance was. I didn't know anything about the dance being canceled. Apparently, they've canceled the homecoming dance for some reason, but I haven't heard the reason why.
Well, someone said, why did they cancel it? Because, the COVID cases are down to 0, but still you want to be careful. Yeah, still you want to be careful. I guess that's the way they're looking at it. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I just heard over the weekend somebody told me that the dance had been canceled, so I don't know what the reason was. I'm sure the high school principal knows what the reason was.
There's a reason, but we just don't know.
I'm sure there's a reason.
Okay.
Don't want to talk NFL football because I don't want to talk about my Steelers at all.
No.
Falcons, man, that was a tough loss for the Falcons.
Yeah, that was tough. I thought the Falcons were going to win that thing, and then they just Washington come down the field and score. Why is it, teams have a whole trouble scoring the entire game, and then suddenly, boom, for some reason, defenses go into this prevent defense and let them just fly down the field. Why not just continue to play the same defense that you've kept them in check all game? Why give them 15, 20 yards every single pass just so they don't get the big gun?
They still don't have a nickname. The hats even say Washington Football Team. So
yeah, still Washington Football Team.
They haven't come up with a name
still haven't come up with it yet. I know they've got several of them they've talked about.
Why do they do it? Why don't they do what most people do, a contest? And then pick the
I
best.
don't know how they're going to do it.
I don't know how they're going to do it.
I don't know how they're going to do it.
It can't be that complicated.
Well, apparently it is.
Everything's complicated in Washington.
Everything's complicated in Washington.
So that's what the reason is.
Oh, boy.
Why don't you call them the Washington Nuts? Because everything's nutty in Washington.
Washington Nuts.
That's a good name.
No, Washington Nuts.
The Washington Nuts. They're all nutty in Washington, so that's what that's their new nickname, the Washington Nuts.
Oh boy. But let's see here. The Jags, what did they do?
They played Thursday. They
played this Thursday.
No, they played last Thursday.
They
got beat by Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, and speaking of the Falcons, they're going to be playing in London this coming Sunday, I believe is what it is. Last time I see Miami, let's see here. Yeah. October 10th, they're going to be taking on the New York Giants there in London, a 9:30 a.m. kickoff.
How fun is that?
Yeah, 9:30 a.m. kickoff in London. So there was that. And I think the Jaguars also go to, let's see if the Jaguars go there this year. Usually they go, on the following week on October 17th. So the Falcons will be in London on the 10th, and then on the 17th, the Jaguars will be in London taking on Miami.
And it's nice to know that Brady and Belichick got together after the game last night, had a little love fest.
Did they have a little love fest?
After that book came out and says they hate each other's guts.
That was a heck of a game.
It was a terrible game because it rained.
I didn't see it. I just heard about it this morning. I got to bed at 8. So
wasn't a very good game. The weather.
But it was a close scoring game. You know, Brady got up the all-time passing record, you know, and good homecoming for Brady.
New England lined up for the winning field goal, and it clunk off the goal post. I think it's like a 52-yarder in the pouring down the rain. Looked good until the end. It went clunk right off the upright. So
it went kaplunk.
So Tampa Bay held on to win.
All right.
They don't look as good as they did last year. They're struggling, but Gronk wasn't playing. So
Tampa Bay was like 7-6 at one point last year. Remember?
Yeah, but everybody thinks Brady's going to win another one. The best game was the Rams and the Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals.
That was a good game.
4-0. Kyler Murray doing well.
Yeah. And who's playing tonight?
The Raiders and
Chargers.
The Rams.
The Chargers.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Chargers. Yeah,
the Raiders,
Chargers. Yeah,
that's right.
The Chargers and the Raiders tonight. I'm not sure where they're playing, whether it's going to be in Las Vegas or at that. That is one unusual looking stadium there in Los Angeles that the Rams and the Chargers play on. No one said it looks like it's a spaceship.
It does look like a spaceship. And the one game shootout baseball games start this week. The Yankees and the Red Sox play tomorrow night. One game shootout, and then the Cardinals and the Dodgers in the National League wild card game.
So the winner of both of those games advance. Is that it? And the loser stays on.
Right. It's just to try to keep more and more teams alive for a wild card spot. NFL's doing the same thing. They're adding a wild card spot. So.
And the Braves win the Eastern Division for the 4th year in a row, and will take on Milwaukee this Friday. Game time unknown at this time, but they will be playing Friday.
Right. They got to wait and see who wins that wild card game.
Right.
Because I said the Braves know they're playing Milwaukee, but the question is who's
going to be the first game? Who's going to be the second game? Who's going to be the late afternoon game?
Is it going
to
be is St. Louis traveling or is Los Angeles traveling? So it makes a difference. So.
Right.
But looking forward to those games this weekend, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, go Braves.
Go Braves.
All right, anything else in your mind this morning, Bob?
No, I think that does it.
That does it? All right, have a good day. World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, Murphy Builder Supply, and Country Financial O'Quinn & Associates.